We're very close to World War III, and people don't realize it. We're closer than we've ever been.
A communist known as Kamala Harris is a communist. Our country's going to hell. That's all I can say. We're a nation in decline.
Our nation, with this election, has a precious, fleeting opportunity to move past the bitterness, cynicism, and divisive battles of the past.
Have you heard her laugh? That is the laugh of a crazy person. You know why she hasn't done an interview? Because she's not smart. She's not intelligent.
He doesn't actually fight for the middle class. He doesn't actually fight for the middle class. Instead, he fights for himself and his billionaire friends.
America stands at a crossroads, a critical juncture where the very fabric of our society hangs in the balance. As the storm clouds of political upheaval gather on the horizon, it becomes increasingly clear that our nation is under siege, not by foreign powers, but by an insidious ideology that seeks to undermine the core values that have long defined the American spirit. This ideology, deceptively cloaked in the language of progress and social justice, is being aggressively pushed by the Democratic Party. It is an ideology that, on the surface, appears to champion the rights of the oppressed and the marginalized, but beneath its polished veneer lies a dark and dangerous agenda that threatens to unravel the very threads of our national identity. At the forefront of this movement is Kamala Harris, a figure who has rapidly ascended to power by promising sweeping change. But what kind of change does she truly represent? This is a question that every American must ask themselves as the 2024 election approaches. The answer is far more alarming than many realize. The change Harris and the Democrats propose is not the kind that strengthens the foundations of our democracy or uplifts the downtrodden. Instead, it is a change that seeks to reshape the very essence of our society, to mold it into something unrecognizable, something that undermines the values, traditions, and freedoms that have made this nation a beacon of hope for generations. Central to this agenda is the concept of wokeness, a term that has become synonymous with a radical form of social justice that seeks to rewrite history, distort the truth, and divide the nation along lines of race, gender, and ideology. The Democratic Party, under the guise of promoting equality and justice, is using people of color as pawns in their political game, manipulating their struggles for power. They have weaponized the legitimate grievances of minority communities, twisting them into a narrative that paints America as an irredeemably racist and oppressive nation. This narrative, far from fostering unity and understanding, breeds division, resentment, and hatred, pitting Americans against one another in a never-ending cycle of conflict and recrimination. As the 2024 election approaches, the choice before us could not be clearer. We can either succumb to the chaos and destruction of the woke agenda, or we can stand with Donald Trump and fight for a future where our children can grow up in a nation that is strong, prosperous, and free. The stakes are high, and the consequences of making the wrong choice are too dire to contemplate. This is a moment of truth for our nation. Will we allow the Democrats to lead us down a path of darkness and despair, or will we stand up and defend the values that have made America great? The answer lies in our hands. We must vote to keep America strong, to protect our future, and to ensure that the America we pass on to our children is one that we can be proud of. Vote Trump 2024, and together, we can secure the future of our great nation.